Let's go ahead and kick this call off. I want to thank everybody for hopping on the call on this holiday break. Tuesday, like we always say, it's our favorite day of the week because we spend it with all of you. And tonight we have a very, very, very good call lined up, very powerful call. And we have this at the very end of the year, this recap review of 2015 and a vision of what 2016 is going to look like. But before we hop into the meat of our call, just some few quick announcements. Okay. First off, Hammer and Chisel is going extremely well. I know you guys have been wondering. Steph actually, she took a picture today, and I was just like, oh my goodness, those kind of results in 21 days? That's freaking nuts. Over the Christmas break? Are you kidding me? That's freaking nuts. So anyhow, this program, guys, it's the real deal. It is challenging. Every workout has been challenging. And I just want to answer just, two quick questions that I get all the time, just so everybody knows. One, what equipment do you need? Okay, you can do this workout with a set of weights and a stability ball. So the stability ball is that big blue one, not to be confused with the Bosu ball. Stability ball is something you can actually kind of, arch your back on and do some chest presses on. Okay, you can do it with just a set of weights, and that I would recommend the beginner to have probably a set of 10s and 20s, and if you're at a more advanced level, you can go up to 50s, 40s, 50s.
Give us some concrete numbers, like you use.
Yeah, so right now my heavy weights, I'm using 55s. My lighter weights, I'm using 35s. Steph, her heavier weight, she's using
35s. And the lighter weight 20s.
And her lighter weights are 20s. And then we have a pair of 10-pounders, for whenever we do some shoulder exercises.
Lateral raises.
Yeah, lateral raises. Okay. The second question that I get asked, and look at Alex, man, you freaking
who's that kid?
Up. Goodness, and we've got a vet. All right, party. So the second question that I get asked the most frequently about hammer and chisel is, can a beginner do it? And the answer is absolutely. A beginner can do this program. Think of it as a crash course to weight training. The way a beginner would tackle this program is by using lighter weights. So beginner would be doing some of the exercises with no weights at all, and some of the exercises with 5s and 10-pounders. And they're going to get results. They're going to get results.
As with any program, guys, anybody can do any program. Mm-hmm. With modification, like we go full on beast mode, and you don't have to. Mm-hmm. You can. Anybody can, just with any program. If it's too simple, you're not pushing yourself enough. If it's too hard, you're pushing yourself too much.
Beast mode, guys, where snot's just coming out of your nose, beast mode. Okay, so if that is your type of workout, then you would like hammer and chisel. It's nuts. Alex, by the way, 21 days, he's already lost 2 inches around his waist in 21 days. That's pretty good.
He's going to fit into the black dress for New Year's Eve.
Dress, that's cute.
Just kidding.
Okay, second announcement, guys. January Challenge Pack specials. We have the Hammer and Chisel, of course, and that's with Shakeology, also with the Performance line of supplements. You're going to get the pre-workout and the post-workout for $160. Then we also have the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme, as well as the 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme with the 3-day kickstart. Okay, so those are at $140, and then with the kickstart, it's $160. That's amazing. Those are our hottest selling programs, and they're going to prove to you that January is going to be a very, very good month for all of us. Okay. Last announcement is we do have the new Shakeology flavor coming out. Okay, raise your hand if you're excited about that. Some Some coffee lovers in the house. All right. Well, I am excited about it, and for more reasons than one. If you look at our previous records and sales, anytime a new Shakeology flavor comes out, you're going to get a spike. Okay, it's just something about new flavors coming out. So we encouraged last call that it would be wise if you ordered some. Order a box for yourself. A
individual packets.
Yeah, individual package. Order some for yourself for you to try out, and then also to share. So those are the announcements. So let's go ahead and hop into the meat of this call, what we're all here for. Each and every one of you has been a coach now for more than a week, except for, you have, Israel. Ismail, you've been a coach for more than a week, just different segments, okay? Each one of you has been on this team call before, and each one of you know what is possible with a Beachbody business. Okay. Your 2015, for the most part, has been a growth year. It has been a year where you have experienced things that you haven't experienced before. It's been a year that you've seen your potential at moments, where you've seen what you're capable at moments. Some of you have earned a free ticket to next year's summit. Some of you have earned prizes for hitting Success Club. And some of you know with full confidence that you're going to be on the Success Club trip next year, and you're going to make that $150 deposit in January. Two weeks ago, I encouraged everybody to take a look at what it takes to be an elite coach, what the requirements were to be an elite coach, with the message that we want to shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars. What is the highest possible peak, the furthest that we can take this? What is it? How do we get there? And to shoot for that with laser-like focus. So I know a lot of you have done your due diligence and taken the initiative to go and look at it. But I want to make sure that we are all on the same page here, okay? In 2016, there are 3 ways. 3. How many? 3 ways to get elite points. Okay. First, you will get elite points when any of your coaches from 2015 or 2016, that's all of this year, all of this last year, and all of next year, when any of them hit Success Club 5, you get 1 point. Okay. If in that same month you also hit Success Club 5, they double that and they give you 2 points. So if you have 5 coaches who hit Success Club 5, that's 5 points. And then if you do it as well, how many is that? 10 points. That's 10 points. Okay, that's the first way you get elite points. The second way is when one of your coaches from, that's not right, it has to be 2016. One of your coaches from 2016, for every 500, no, it's not. It's got to be from 2016. For every 500 points, 500 volume points that a coach of yours that you enroll in 2016, so a coach that you enroll in 2016 achieves 500 volume points, you get 1 point. Okay? That's the second way. So that means that when Kimberly gets 5 Shakeology orders in her account, that's roughly 500 PV. You get 90 per Shakeology order, so that's 90 times 5, that's 450. Okay, so let's just say it's 500. Then that means that Sarah will get 1 elite point. Okay? The third way is by increasing your team volume. All the coaches on your team, the total points, every one of your persons on your team, once your total team volume has exceeded last year's team volume by 10,000, then you get 1 point. Okay, you get 1 point. So just for example, in the year 2015, this year, everyone that is under Steph has helped her accumulate 93,000 volume points. Okay, 93,000. So next year, when she gets to 103, when the people on her team, generate 103, then she'll get 1 point. Okay? So how many ways do we get elite points? 3 ways. 3 ways. Now, I tell you this so you know. So you know. Does this mean that everyone's going to be an elite coach next year? Probably not. It doesn't happen overnight. Does this mean that you could put yourself in a great position to be an elite coach for 2017? Heck yes. That's what it means. That's what it means. And Steph and I are at that point. We've been at that edge where 2016, this is what we've been working for. For our team, for you guys to be an elite team. We have the numbers to make this possible this year.
Right. And just shout out to all the coaches in FitLatinas. And I recently shared a post, and we began the year as a team ranked in the 300s.
300.
In the 300s, the top Beachbody coaches within the company are 200 and above. We started in the 300s. Like, we were kicking butt. You ladies were kicking butt. There's no question about can we get there. It's just when. And such a huge part of it is learning how to get there. And sometimes we tell ourselves, well, I'm still kind of learning. I'm going to push this to the side and just wait till I get there. And I want you to think of it as, in a very elementary level, this is the ABCs. Mm-hmm. It's like saying, I'm going to go straight into reading a book before I know my ABCs when you push this to the side. And these are the fundamentals of growing into a leader in coaching. And, these numbers, you can look at it and you might go cross-eyed a little bit, because I know I did. But no, it's just 3 things. It's hitting Success Club, enrolling coaches, helping them get Success Club. Mm-hmm. That's it. You hit Success Club, make it a non-negotiable. When you do that, you lead by example and you inspire others to do the same. And you enroll those coaches, and then they reach Success Club 5 over and over and over again. And you help them and you motivate them and you equip them enough to do that over and over and over.
Okay. So 2015 was a growth year for all of us. It was. We did new things. We have gelled together as a team, and now our belief is where it needs to be. Our belief that we are an elite team. So I want to talk about our belief. And this has been a very hot topic this last few days for me, because our belief, guys, our belief system, yours, Kimberly, yours, Ismail, yours, Alex, yours, Shell, yours, Yvette, yours, Sarah, yours, Joseph, yours, Monica. Your belief system is the most precious thing that you have. It is the most precious thing that you have, your belief system. And a lot of us have forgotten what it feels like to believe something. We tell ourselves that we believe. We tell ourselves that we believe. But in all actuality, we don't. What I mean by this is that when you believe something, there's a certain sensation that you get inside your body. There's a certain chemistry that happens when you believe something. If I were to ask each one of you, if you believe what I'm about to say right now, I want you to raise your hand. Do you believe the sun's going to come up tomorrow? Of course. Of course. Even little man believes. Okay. Without a doubt, the sun is going to come up tomorrow.
The sun will come up.
Now, if I ask you this next question, do you believe that we are an elite team? Raise your hand. I like to see that. I like to see that you want to believe, that we're an elite team. But there's a difference between wanting to believe and actually believing. Now, the person that believes can move mountains. They really can. You know, I used to always question that part. You know, anybody that is into the Bible, they would say that, you know, I don't know exactly how it's expressed, but say, if you believe, you can move mountains. And I'm like, that's impossible. Because I would imagine like a man going and picking up a mountain and then moving it over. I'm like, that will never, ever happen. But how many times have you seen a big excavator, a big machine, digging into a quarry and moving all that rock somewhere else? Did they not just move a mountain? They found a different way. They looked at it, they did it. Not how I saw it, but they did it. So your belief that we are an elite team is shown in your action. It really is. It's shown in your efforts to invite people. It's shown in your efforts to go out to Summit. It's shown in your efforts to go to Super Saturday. It's shown in your efforts to put yourself out there in social media. When you believe, you walk to the edge of the cliff. And you don't hesitate. Like you just go. You go out there and there is no fear. You go out. That is belief. Now here's the thing, guys. We're all old enough. We've all experienced enough to know that life isn't picture perfect. We've all been lied to. We've all been let down. We've all had promises that have been broken. And through all of that, our belief system starts getting cut down, chipped away, picked at, poked, till we forget what it feels like to believe something. We want to believe, but we've been let down, so we have our guard up. We want to believe, but promises have been broken, so we don't expose ourselves. We want to believe, but we've been hurt before, so we don't take it that far. But you just proved it to me and to each and every one on this call when I said the sun's going to come up tomorrow, that you have the capacity to believe. You felt it right there. You didn't hesitate. And I guarantee you that going into 2016, if you have that belief, it will be real. It has to be real. We'll create it. We'll make it happen. Where does it start? Well, we already started it. 3 ways. 3 ways to become an elite team. Okay. Steph broke it down even simpler than I did. You hit Success Club. You recruit coaches. You help them hit Success Club. Okay. When you believe, none of that scares you. None of that scares you. It just happens. 6 years ago, when I first became a Beachbody coach, I was terrified of the water, terrified of water. I almost drowned when I was like 6 in the beach. I almost drowned again when I was 18 in a river. Terrified of water. And I had less than $300 in my bank account. And somehow I had this idea that I was going to move out to California and surf. What the heck? A guy that was scared of water was going to go out and venture into the ocean. A guy that had less than $300 was going to move across the country. The thing is that I believed. I believed it was going to happen. I believed it was going to happen. So the things that I had to do to get here, they didn't faze me. When I had to move in with my sister, it didn't faze me. When I lost 2 houses to foreclosure, it didn't affect me. And when we set goals that we didn't hit, I didn't waver. Okay? This last weekend, I put on my wetsuit and I was 40, 50, 60 feet out into the ocean riding waves. It happened. But it all started because I believed. Because I had a vision that I created, and I said, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I had no idea it was going to come in the shape that it did, that it was going to lead to us being on weekly calls with you guys. I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay, but I believed that I was going to get here. And when all those distractions came into my life and all those failures I had to experience happen, I accepted them. And I said, that was just part of the process. That was something that I needed to learn to get from where I was at to get to where I wanted to be. That was something I had to endure. And when I didn't have any money, you know what I told myself? Well, I better learn how to manage what I do have. Because when the rest of it comes, if I don't know how to manage what I have, how in the world am I going to manage what's coming? How? This is just part of the learning process.
And guys, this isn't to say like doubt isn't going to creep in, because we can tell you, and we can sit here and say, we can count the times where we're like, you know what, maybe you should just get a job. Maybe we should just get a job, put this Beachbody thing part-time, and just worry about getting some money, getting our bills paid. And we had to sit there and had to convince ourselves not to. And I'll tell you this, if we had fallen into that doubt and saying, we're not ready, we can't do this, it's not time, we need to get money, we wouldn't have met any of you. We wouldn't have been connected with any of you. We wouldn't have been able to go to Summit and have such a powerful time and be able to invest in each other's lives. And that's where the powerful part is. And so when doubt creeps in, tell yourself, there's somebody whose life I need to touch. And remember that it's not just about you and what's immediate and what's urgent, but why you have given this platform to serve and inspire and help others.
Yesterday, Steph was sharing her Snapchat with me, and I don't have Snapchat. Okay, I missed that boat. I probably could, but I'm just like, I don't want to learn anything new. So anyhow, she shared with me her Snapchat, and I got to see Alex's Snapchat from yesterday.
First of all, it's the second time he sees my Snapchat, and each time it's like, what is Alex posting?
And a bad example. So anyhow, I don't know how Snapchat worked until yesterday, and I was like, oh, you can see somebody's snaps from all day long. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I went to Alex's Snapchat, and here's this kid that a year ago, he was asking me the stupidest questions. Oh my goodness! I was like, are you kidding me? and now I'm on his Snapchat, and he's talking about the deepest things, man, and he's coaching people, and he's motivating people, and he's sharing what he's learned. And I'm just sitting back. I was like, man, that was really good. I could not turn it off. I was like, that motivated me. That inspired me.
It was really good.
It was a really, really good thing. And that's not something that he would have done a year ago. He wouldn't have done that. This year, Alex, he made enough money in his business to buy a brand new MacBook, a brand new iPhone, paid them all in cash. He took a trip out here to California, paid it all in cash. He went to Nashville, paid it all in cash with his Beachbody money. He took something, he built it up, and he reinvested in something that he believes in. And I don't question Alex's belief.
And the whole time he had like a very intensive job and internship at work.
That's a belief. And Alex he's hit Success Club, every month this year. That's what happens when you believe. Like it would come. There's probably been like 3 or 4 times this month where 2 days left, he doesn't have any points. He goes, I don't know how it's gonna happen, Ray. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And boom, sure enough, it happens. That's the power of belief. And that's what happens when you believe. 2016 is the year of belief. It's the year where you say, I believe. And you show it with your actions. You do the things that you haven't done before because doubt held you down, because fear pulled you back, because those voices in your head said that you couldn't. Okay, 2016 is the year that you say, I can, I will, and
I am.
Okay.
And part of that, guys, when there's plenty of negative thoughts that are going to come into play. I mentioned doubt. And in our environment isn't always the most positive. Not everybody is as awesome and positive as everybody here on the call. Our surroundings are all different. And so a huge part of this belief system, sometimes you're going to have to feed off of somebody else's belief. And this comes in the form of personal development, intense personal development, intense. Like, I completely inundated myself the first 3 years of coaching, and I still now to this point, like I'm in the shower, I'm listening to personal development. I'm washing dishes, personal development. I'm cooking, personal development. Just completely inundated and to grow that belief system, because regardless of where you are, it's never a destination. It's always an ongoing journey. And motivation, it drifts, it slips between your fingers, vision slips between your fingers, and it's a constantly keeping it in front of you. It's not just saying, I believe, I printed this form out, I'm going to put it in my desk, and I'm going to keep it there. It's constantly putting that vision and setting that vision in front of you. And sometimes it's going to hurt to look at it because you haven't been reaching those goals. And you're going to want to put this to the side, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. But being very, very intentional of what you're flooding your mind with, what your thoughts are, because your thoughts become your beliefs, and your beliefs becomes ultimately your results and where you are in life. So if you find yourself focusing more on problems and challenges, on, I couldn't do it this time because this happened, because I was too stressed, or because I was sick, or because, I had XYZ, that is a sure sign that you are focusing on the problem, not the solution. Be solution minded, solution oriented. Forget the problems, forget the challenges. We all have them. Every single person, every single elite coach, every single top coach has the same problems and challenges as you are, sometimes even worse. The difference is that they are solution-oriented. And they are flooding themselves with the personal development, personal messages. Two things: flood yourself with personal development and work on positive affirmations. If your belief system isn't there, write out some positive affirmations for yourself. I've shared this with my coaches. It's my first year in teaching in San Antonio. I got a 4th grade class that had gone through 3 teachers already. 3 teachers. One retired, said, screw this, I don't have to put up with this, I'm gonna retire. And 2 of them, 2 substitutes saying, I cannot take this position. These kids are too much. I was the 4th teacher they had. I was scared. Some of them were up to my height. Every morning I had to drive and say, I am a leader. They respect me. They listen to me. Every day I had to drive telling myself that, flooding myself with personal development. I ended that year every morning. I would share my personal development with them, and they write journal entries. If your belief system isn't there, ask yourself, what do I have to do? What do I have to tell myself? What messages do I have to continue to repeat over and over and over until my belief is there? Until not only do I feel or am I saying that I believe, but my actions are in complete alignment with it every day. You know, I'm checking off my to-do list. I'm growing my team. I'm reaching my goals. I'm hitting Success Club. I'm recruiting coaches. When what you say, what you think, and what you do are in complete alignment.
Okay. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Step number 1 in believing is to see yourself already there. It's to see yourself already there. You know, we talk a lot about vision, and anyone who has not taken the time to create a vision is telling themselves that they don't believe. Just by not taking that action, they are telling themselves that they do not believe. So step number 1 is to paint a vision. And it's going to have these 3 things. I want you to pull out a paper. At the very top, write December 31st, 2016. December 31st, 2016. And there's 3 things that I want you to write on that paper. 1, what does your life look like? What's new in your life? Something that you can see. What is new? What is new in your life because you had a kick butt 2016? Your business flourished. What is something that you can see? Is it a plane ticket? Is it a collection of plane tickets? Is it new furniture? Is it a new car? What is it? Something you can see. 2, I want you to write down something that you hear. Something that you hear. Something that someone says to you that gives you praise. You did a great job, Yvette. You kicked butt, Michelle. You're an awesome leader, Alex. You're a completely positive person, Kimberly. Something that you want to hear at the end of 2016. And the last thing, something that you feel inside. I want you to share on that piece of paper an emotion, a positive emotion, how you feel inside and where you feel it. A sensation in the middle of my soul, tingling in my arms out of excitement, something that you can feel. So something you can see, something you can hear, and something you feel at the end of 2016 because you're part of an elite team, because you contributed to an elite team. That's step one of believing. You have to do that. You have to do it. If you want to believe, you have to do that. Now, you all raised your hand telling me that you want to believe. Prove it. Prove it. Put it down on paper. What do you see happening? What are people telling you? And how does it make you feel? Okay, 2016 is the year of belief, guys. It's the year of belief. We've got the ship. The ship's in the ocean. And the belief is our fuel. Okay, the belief is our fuel. We look back at 2015, and that's what we did. We built the ship, and we got the people on the boat. Okay, we've identified where we want to go, and that's elite team. Elite team or bust. Okay, and our belief is going to get us there. We know that you have belief by one, creating that vision, and then by two, doing those things that Steph mentioned. Get Success Club, recruit, help someone else get to Success Club. Okay? We can do it. I believe. At the end of 2016, we're going to be an elite team. Whether you're going to be on this call, it's up to you. All right, let's do it. If y'all guys want to fill that out and send it to us, we'll be glad to put it into a little book. It's going to be powerful. All right?
We love you guys. Happy New Year.
Let's make it happen. See y'all later.
Have a good night. Wait.
Picture.
Smile. Cheese. Oh, wait. What is it? Okay, cheese.
All right.
Done.
Later, guys.
Good night.